Last night, the first and last black president of the United States said his goodbye to 20,000 of his closest friends. And you could tell Obama was really the president of millennials because the entire speech seemed like one giant subtweet.
Democracy does require a basic sense of solidarity. We weaken those ties when we define some of us as more American than others. When we sit back and blame the leaders we elect without examining our own role in electing them. It falls to each of us to be those anxious, jealous guardians of our democracy. If something needs fixing, then lace up your shoes and do some organizing. If you're tired of arguing with strangers on the internet, try talking with one of them in real life.
Okay, this guy's clearly never been catfished before. Look, I don't say this often, but I do not agree with the president. Do not meet people that you've argued with on the internet. It will end with you bleeding in an alley. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know, last night's speech felt less like a farewell address and more like a parent who's going on vacation telling his kids how to behave while he's away. He's like, right, American kids, race relations, you'll find those in the fridge. Make sure you know the Supreme Court justice before you let him in. And your babysitter, yeah, he's coming soon. Stop complaining, you chose him. You chose him. Do what he says, but if he asks you to take a shower, you should probably say no. Probably say no. That's what you do. Probably say no. Can I just take a second here, guys? Like, how is all of this real? No, like, how is this politics? How is this what we're talking about? Because what happened yesterday, I mean, you could not have a bigger juxtaposition between the president America is losing and the president America is gaining. Like, did you know that last night, the #1 trending topic on Twitter was Obama farewell? And the second trending topic, no kidding, was golden showers. Now, I don't know if I need to, but I'll explain anyway. Last night, right about when Obama was speaking, BuzzFeed leaked an unconfirmed report that claimed that Russia has blackmail material on Donald Trump, which includes damaging financial and personal details about him. Now, if it's true, the financial stuff is bad enough, but the personal is what's got the people going. Because it claims that Donald Trump once visited Russia, stayed in the Ritz-Carlton in Moscow, and then hired prostitutes to perform a golden shower, and that Russia might have the whole thing on tape. Yeah, and now, we don't know if this is true, but if the Donald could shake America to its core with an audio tape, imagine what he could do with video. You know what the worst part of the story is? Because the story trended worldwide, this morning, I got a call. Are you looking at that? I can't front, it's funny, I can't front, it is. No, I'll tell you why this is the worst thing for me, because this morning I got a call from my African uncle with a question. He was like, Trevor, what is a golden shower? Yes, And then? But I thought you guys had toilets over there. Now, just to be clear, there is no proof any of this is true. But because it's Donald Trump, it feels like anything is possible. I mean, this is the same person who grabs pussies. He walks in on girls getting changed. And if you were to choose a sexual act that Donald Trump prefers, it would probably be the one with gold in the title. You think it all makes sense. And now, because of this, everything from Trump's past takes on a different meaning. Like his hotel ad from a few years ago, where he says that he never misses a golden opportunity. That's his own ad. All of this is like Geyser Soze. Like now we flash back through everything, and suddenly we realize what maybe it all meant. Like, for instance, remember how Trump had that weird business where people had to send him their pee?
The Trump network relied on participants to sell health supplements and other products person to person.
A key product was personalized vitamins, supposedly tailored to each customer after they sent their urine to a lab for analysis.
Now look, that seems disgusting, but at least back then Donald Trump was getting American pee. Now he's outsourcing it to Russia. And again, this is all unsubstantiated, right? And we shouldn't be wasting our time here. But what else can you talk about? What else can you talk about today? I mean, what, you're going to talk about Jeff Sessions being nominated for Attorney General and the fact that Republicans are trying to confirm a man with a history of opposing civil rights to run the Justice Department? We could talk about that, but how can you concentrate on anything when you hear about Trump possibly being involved in water sports and then you see this?
What a mess.
Was that water? Because then that's a real challenge. Hashtag Trump challenge. Don't send us your videos. I feel so bad for Donald Trump because now every single memory of his is going to be tarnished. Like this moment from the debates.
I would bring back waterboarding, and I'd bring back a hell of a lot worse than waterboarding.
This poor guy, he can't even be celebrated without us thinking he's getting peed on.
President-elect Donald Trump left Trump Tower this morning, bound for the airport, where his plane was given a so-called water salute.
A water salute. Now, you see, I want to believe that Trump was sitting in his chair and not standing at the cockpit window like... I feel like if Trump shakes his head, his hair will still stay in the same place. And you know what? I personally think it's terrible that people are spreading an unconfirmed rumor that Donald Trump likes golden showers. It's disgusting. It would be like suggesting that President Obama was a secret Muslim born in Kenya, or suggesting that Hillary Clinton was a murderer, or saying that Ted Cruz's dad killed John F. Kennedy, which is not true. The only thing he killed was his smile. How could anyone justify spreading rumors they know are completely false?
All I did is point out the fact that on the cover of the National Enquirer, there was a picture of him and crazy Lee Harvey Oswald.
I'm not saying he did it, but I'm just saying it was all over the place.
Was it a birth certificate? You tell me. You know, some people say that was not his birth certificate. I'm saying I don't know. Nobody knows.
Exactly. Nobody knows. So did Donald Trump pay prostitutes for a golden shower? I don't know. Nobody knows. But a lot of people are talking, including my uncle. Hey there, thanks for watching. If you liked that video, click here to subscribe. Just keep the mouse pointer away from my face, please. Don't, here, click here to, not my face, click here, please. Please, that looks, don't do that, that's sharp, click here to subscribe.